back in Trinity and Ambridge, and I've often said to my wife, who's here for the first time, that my 3 years at Trinity, there was never a time that I felt as much of a community as what I felt back starting in 1979. Summing it up, in starting the Coastal Crisis Chaplaincy back in 1990, I was frustrated with parish ministry, to be honest, and I just said, you know, I don't see that I'm making a difference. And I had a situation where I've been doing some ride-alongs with some police officers, and they started coming by the church for counseling, and I started doing more ride-alongs, and I was saying, why not maybe do this full-time? So what I did is I went and talked to my bishop, the sheriff, and the police chief of the possibility of starting a full-time program. And I said I would raise the money, much like Young Life does or Campus Crusade, that I would raise the money, and if they would bless it, and if the sheriff, police chief would give me a car to get to the scenes. And we have the opportunity of going on about 1,400 calls a year. Suicides, homicides, water fatalities, traffic fatalities, barricade situations. We're constantly notified when those situations come, and the emergency responders want us on scenes with them so that we can take care of the families, or we can take care of their own. The course that I'm teaching now is called Pastoral Crisis Intervention, and this is a course that I co-authored after the 9/11 attack, September 11th, 2001, and it's through the University of Maryland and the International Critical Incident Stress Foundation. And it's a course that I go around the country and teach about once every 2 months. It's normally a 3-day course, but here at any seminary I teach it, where I teach, it's expanded to a 5-day course, because to meet master's level requirements, and also to meet the University of Maryland, we need to expand it out. In the middle day, I usually have a local SWAT team or hostage negotiators come out on Wednesday to do some training and show clergy what they may end up encountering if one of their parishioners gets off their meds, or if, say, a SWAT team operation goes down two blocks from their church. What are they going to do to be helpful? And you know, a lot of this is lessons learned for me, is that I started the Coastal Crisis Chaplaincy 22 years ago down in Charleston, South Carolina. And so we have a pretty good staff down there, and we are the chaplains for 38 police, fire, and EMS agencies. And then I've got top security clearance with the FBI. So you know, I do have call-outs with the Bureau. With Mike Henning as my pastoral theology professor, you know, I never fitted the mold, if you will, for your typical seminarian, as far as getting papers done on time, or maybe footnoting correctly, but they saw that I had some gifts for ministry, and they didn't know what form it would take. I don't think anybody's surprised that it didn't take the form of a parish, but I have found the niche in doing what I needed to do and what God, I think, has called me to do.